right, Whispers Estate. I'm going to give you a tour of the second floor. So this is the staircase going up the front. I did turn on some of the lights so you can see. There's the creepy portrait on the top of the steps. The one of the previous owners, he said that he had a dream, and that's what one of the people buried in the backyard, he said, looked like. So he depicted that. This is the master bedroom. It's called Jesse's room, Jesse's chamber, because it was Dr. John and Jesse Gibbons' house. So, and then this is Gary's closet. This is the one that opens on its own a lot. It opened on its own last night while we were here. Gary used to be a kid that lived here in the 70s, and he used to like to play in this closet all the time. His mom told us years ago that he liked to play in the closet. He played with cars and stuff, and he passed in the house back in the 70s. He had hydrocephalus and had a clogged shunt that caused him to pass away. Make sure I get it closed good and tight so it opens off. Last night it opened on its own, but let's see. Shrink that picture a little bit, but this bed is supposed to be from Interview with a Vampire, the movie. It was a prop from the movie, supposedly. I don't know if they ever found the proof of that. It's supposed to have got into some kind of estate sale, auction sale or something, but this is a cool room. Lots of stuff happens in here. This is where one of the children passed away at a young age, like 2 years old. And then Jesse passed away up here of double pneumonia. This room was really active last night. And then this is Rachel's room. Rachel is basically the star of the house, let's say. And very active. Now I guess lots of people are bringing dolls, lots of people. So they're everywhere here now. But Rachel was, I think she was 10 to 12 years old. She, in 1910, she snuck downstairs to the parlor to take a sneak peek at some Christmas gifts. Accidentally caught her nightgown on fire, and she got burned severely. And her dad, being a doctor, he brought her up here and put her in this room to take care of her. And she passed away in this room a couple of days later. So it's got some creepy dolls. And then over the years, these beach balls on the corners of the bed, she will knock those off to you. If you sit in the floor or you sit in a chair here and you ask her to knock a ball to you, she'll knock them off. And you can put them back up there, she'll knock them back off to you. And sometimes if you sit on the side of the bed, you can just throw it up on the bed and she'll knock it back to you, and you can play ball with her. We did that a lot back in the day. And a lot of times if we ignored her while we were investigating or something, or we're just walking around cleaning, she would knock one of the beach balls all the way into the hallway to get our attention. But one cool story is this one paranormal group of women, and I can't remember their name now because it's been about 10, 12 years ago. They were here, and they had brought a doll for Rachel. And the doll they brought, they put it on the bed for her, and they went investigate and went to other rooms and stuff. They came back, and the doll was gone. So they looked all over the house for the doll, couldn't find it anywhere. And they were all upset, but they left, came back a couple of months later to investigate again, and they were down in the parlor and said, Rachel, we really want to know what you look like. And all of a sudden they heard a loud noise coming down the steps, something bouncing all the way down to the landing. And when they went over to look, they found the doll they brought. And here it is. They found the doll that they had brought, but it had been burned. And so we put it in this case a long time ago to keep it from being messed up, because so many people handled it as a trigger object that it rubbed a lot of the soot and burned parts off of it. But that is the doll that was found at the bottom of the stairway. It was cool to the touch, but the hair was all burnt, and the whole body had burnt marks all over it. So that was a really cool thing that happened. But last night, one of this ball over here got knocked off on live TikTok last night, and when it did, at the same time, a head passes through that mirror, right, the small mirror on the bottom. We got that on video. We'll post that soon. But you can see a head pass right through the mirror at the same time the ball gets knocked off. And then this is the nursery. I'm very timid of this place. This place scares me really bad. I had some bad experiences here when I worked here, or volunteered here, whatever you want to call it. But this was the nursery. And last night, there's the stairway going to the attic. We were here last night, and I started hearing music. So I walked over here and kept listening, and I could hear a music box going off upstairs. And I got Cody to come over here because I thought I was losing my mind, but Cody came over here and stood with me, and we kept listening. And finally we could figure out even what it was playing. Go to sleep, sleep, baby, however that goes. And we went upstairs. We looked everywhere. We couldn't find where that could possibly come from, and it stopped when we got upstairs. When we come back downstairs, it started again. But that was pretty crazy. And then here's the upstairs bathroom. It's just a cool old bathroom, and it also has a story to it that a man that was living here, I think he was in the 80s. He slipped and fell and hit his head on that bathtub, and I guess he wasn't found for a few days, and he had passed here in his room. So that kind of adds a little more, stuff to the legend. And then here is the worst spot for me. This is the servants' quarters. And this is where everybody used to see I think it was a thing, the size of a man, but it had the face of a goat and had horns. And they saw it up here a lot. And I used to taunt it really bad. I used to provoke this thing so bad. There's no light in here, so it's hard to really show you guys right now. We'll bring another light up later. We'll look at it, but it's pretty insane. Then over there, you can't see it. I'm going to have to go over there. But this is Virgil's closet. And, well, you can't see any of that, can we? I'll tell you what, let's just... can't do it. It won't let me turn on the flash. But anyway, this is the servants' quarters. It's pretty big, and I used to taunt the thing up here, make it do stuff, and make fun of it, and then I was too scared to come up here to mess with it after that. But that's the second floor of Whispers Estate, and I'll try to give you all a tour of the lower floor later, and give you some of the stories from down there.